Okay. Okay. Hello, students. Yeah. So, in this lecture, we are going to discuss electrochemistry, some important notes. Obviously, electrochemistry is a very big chapter, so I'm just going to discuss few important notes which students ignore, and mostly question comes from there. Okay. So, first of all, I'll discuss just not everything, but yeah, some important notes. There is a huge chance that many of you must know already know this, and then but I want to put in a light that these are the very important topics, or I can say the bullet points you should know. If you know it, very well. If you don't know it, kindly note it down, right? So my first two things I'll cover. First, I'll tell you some important things about Nernst equation, and second thing I'm going to tell you about dilution, conductivity. If you dilute and then conductivity, how it responds, and molar conductivity basically. What is the question and what is the main thing you need to solve in this question? Okay, so it means the all the bullet points, all the most important segments, right? So in Nernst equation, which is E cell equals to standard cell minus 0.0591 divided by n factor log 10 q. First thing here is when E cell is 0, first bullet point is E cell will be 0 at equilibrium. At equilibrium, what will happen? Q will become K, and then E cell will be 0. Second bullet point is E naught cell is 0. It will be 0. E cell will be 0, I'll write here. E naught cell will be 0 when in two cases. One is concentration cell. I hope everyone knows concentration cell, and another is hydrogen cell. Hydrogen standard electrode or hydrogen cell. In these two cases, we have E naught 0. Concentration cell is something like that. Let's assume you have electrode, cathode and anode. I'll just tell this in a brief because many people don't understand what is concentration cell. You have an electrode and the solution ion, both are same. Let's assume Ag plus and Ag. And here also, cathode also, Ag plus and Ag. Right. So this type of condition, when your cathode and anode have the same electrode, same electrolyte, then this type of cell is called concentration cell. Obviously, their concentration should be different, M1 and M2. Then only E cell is reaction. In that case, E naught cell is 0. Third case, which is very important, is spontaneity. So we know that delta G equals to minus 2.303 RT log K. Okay. So people say when delta G will be spontaneous. We know it, delta G will be spontaneous, or the equation will be spontaneous, not delta G. The equation will be spontaneous if delta G is negative. To delta G to be negative, this value should be positive. So here people do blunders here, K. They feel that if K is greater than 0, log K will be positive, which is wrong. K should be greater than 1, because if you see the log graph, this is your log graph. Okay. So the value, if your value of K greater than 1, which is this is 1, if greater than 1, then only you are going to get a positive value. So always remember, it's not K is greater than 0 or K is less than 0 or K equals to 1. It's always, obviously multiple options will come. K should be greater than 1. Then only you will have a spontaneity. So here I've seen, because I'm training students, I see so many people miss this. They always mark this one. And the fourth point here is, let me first delete something. Yeah. Fourth point here is temperature. We use this formula, E equals to E naught cell minus 0.0591 divided by N log 10 Q, only and only when my temperature is room temperature and 1 atm pressure. The moment I have a different temperature, this will not be the point. You know it, right? Already you need to put that temperature and then that pressure and then calculate it. So here also fourth point, people don't understand and they have tendency to do mistakes. So everyone just write it down. These are very important segments. where if I need to make a question, obviously I'll use one of them such that you'll fail to understand and then do some stupid mistake, right? Next point I'm going to tell, just one extra next point is about our dilution, molar conductivity. Okay, molar conductivity. Just one second. So in molar conductivity, we know, everyone knows the formula K into 1000 by M. Obviously, when we are calculating K in centimeter, and if it's in meter, we know that K divided by 1000 into M. In that case, in this type of question, whenever molar conductivity come, so always remember our first prime focus should be calculating G by A, which is cell constant. That if you know it very well, but if you don't know it, that is how the question is crafted, because that is the only value which is constant, okay. So why this is constant? Because you know it, L by A is it's a platinum test electrode is there, and then their length and the area of both the electrodes are PT are same, okay, right? So that is the reason L by A is instrument dependent. It's not going to change. So that is the reason. Let's assume you have given a question in multi-step. So from first step you need to calculate L by A and then use the same L by A value in other step. And so many people don't understand that, and then they got confused because in this type of question so much data will be given. So you need to concentrate, just narrow down your options, just calculate L by A. The moment you will calculate L by A, things will be much more easier and they'll get answer, okay. And one more thing, last thing is kindly concentrate on titration and conductivity, right? Titration and conductivity, it means you have a weak acid, weak base, and then you are let's assume increasing the concentration of acid, you are increasing the concentration of base, then how the conductivity will work, right? So if you want this lecture, kindly let me know. I'll make a lecture on that and send you. So meanwhile, just these are the some very small bullet points, but if you are ignoring them, don't ignore them, and that is a follow the process, right? And as usual, if you need any services, anything, just let us know. We'll be happy to help, and then obviously you'll get a different opinion and different solving process if you are connecting with us, okay. So just do well, study hard, okay. Bye bye.